According to the organizers, 5 governorship candidates were invited for the debate, but only 3 turned up. They are that of the Social Democratic Party, Magnus Abe, his counterpart in the All Progressives Congress, Tonye Cole, and that of Labour Party, Beatrice Itubo. Conspicuously absent were the governorship candidates of the People's Democratic Party, Simi Fubara, and Accord Party, Dumo Lulu Briggs. All 3 governorship candidates are disposed to the establishment of state police.
Kinetic and non-kinetic forms of security also work. But again, we found out that if you are going to rely only on boots on the ground, the guns, the long arm of the law and all of that, one, you don't have enough policemen, you don't have enough military forces to do that, which means that I am your best security, you are my best security, the neighbor security. Care and love your neighbor as yourself becomes critical.
An insecure environment drives away people. And how do we secure the environment? We must also consciously create jobs, because joblessness and insecurity, criminality, they go hand in hand. There is a popular saying that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So when we begin to create these jobs, then you can see that those people who entered into crimes, not by choice, but because of frustration, would have been adequately taken care of. And then we'll have the little criminal element in society, because whether we like it or not, there are criminals everywhere. Even in the US, there are criminals. And so when we look at those people, they are now smaller in number, then we can be able to tackle them.
I do not believe that we cannot secure everybody in Rivers State. If we can secure the governor, we can secure the commissioner of police, we can secure you. What brings security is that people must know that there are consequences to certain actions. When we continue to let people do things to ordinary people and nothing happens to them, it emboldens them to continue to oppress, harass, intimidate, kill, and do all sorts of things to our fellow citizens. I have been secretary of the Security Council of this state, and I know that the actions that we took at that time to provide security for Rivers people actually made a difference.
The Rivers State governorship candidates also both agree on financial autonomy for local governments.
If you go to Shell and all these companies, they run open, transparent bidding systems. It is not that they're not able to help people that they want to help, but substantially, they run their business in such a way that they actually get value for the money they spend. So instead of spending our money running after people and accusing people of stealing, let us spend our money to build accounting and processing systems and procurement systems that are technologically driven, where prices can be assessed, compared, and government pays the same value for things as other people will pay.
For some years now, the issue of budgeting in Rivers State has always been shrouded in secrecy. Nobody knows where budgets are passed and the rest of them, but we are not going to do that. And the Rivers State government under my watch shall be very conscious to strengthen institutions. When institutions are strengthened, you will see that things will begin to go the normal way.
Within my government, we must make sure that everything is open. Budget is one part of it, but you must be able to account for what you have put as a budget. If you're unable to account for what you have put in the budget, then you just write any kind of budget. We don't want any kind of budget. We actually want budgets that work, and you are held accountable for the budget that you have put forward.
The education sector was another area they fielded questions.
If we're going to change education, which I intend to do, then we must change it through technology. We must invest heavily in the technology aspect that will then save us from this current situation where you go to schools and you have only one teacher.
And I should use this opportunity to say clearly to everyone that there is no such thing as free education. Education for the child and the beneficiary can be free, but for the society, education must have a cost, and we must be able to identify that cost.
We must deliberately introduce e-learning system in our education system if we must move forward. And so the only way we can do it when we give basic equipment. Like vulnerable people, there are so many learning aids that we should be able to provide as a government so that people can be able to learn easily like other students.
The governorship candidates both bear their minds on the first 3 things they would do to raise the Rivers people's confidence level in government if elected.
In our first 100 days in office, I will ensure that pensioners are paid all their gratuities and pension arrears.
One of the first things that I have seen in my campaign, and I'm going to maintain that, is that the Rivers people need to know, they need to feel, they need to touch, they need to see their governors.
The first thing I will do as governor is to hold a meeting with the police. And even once I'm elected, even before I'm sworn in, I will start holding meetings with the security agencies on how we effectively fund and provide for the policemen that will secure your lives.
The high point of the event, organized by the Rivers State Debate Group, was the signing of a peace pact by all candidates who participated. From Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, Andy Omano, Arise News.